All right. So now I should probably do. I wonder if we. Okay, I'm gonna call somebody. Let's see if they can see it.
Hey. How do you those muscles? Most importantly. So I pulled out this message. Shut up!
Mine was hidden. I didn't know how we were doing that.
Those are so fun. Shut up, you guys. I just let him. I have not cried yet.
Oh.
At all.
Oh,
At all.
My gifts for this are on my counter.
Okay, what's that?
Yes, I never.
Hi, thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna call your right there.
I was gonna bring it, but I didn't know. What would you do?
I have enough time.
Oh, okay. Well,
You guys look so you look at you were zipped up.
I know, I didn't know how we were doing this, so.
I don't want them at the same time, so. Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, so I'll put on maybe in the
I'm trying to find you.
Can you see the? You can see your face, so you can hear play. Make sure you can still see.
Okay.
Like when you go live, it's gonna dance. So you're trying to make sure now that I open the PowerPoint, you can still see the room.
Yes. You see me? Is that me? Can you see me? It should be live. Okay, so go to, you should have a button that says live. I think you're lagging behind a little bit. So if you go live, you should be able to see us.
They don't have a lot of variety, I feel like. You know? It's probably it's pretty simple.
Alright, so this is Aria, April, and the kids make it for lunch. Hey, you're welcome.
That's pretty good.
I know, because I'm like 2 months behind.
I might put maybe in the middle.
Wait,
At
what?
least sunglasses. She wanted them.
I was like, I want someone who's like, you're so magical. You just have to promote.
She said, you better. That's beautiful.
No, nobody's in front of it right this second. It's an empty podium. I just want to make sure that it's still live. Now I'm standing right in front of it.
Bring back that showroom shine with Formula One wash and wax, paste wax, or scratch out.
Okay, then you'll catch up. So the good news is it'll catch up. Okay, all right, awesome. I think it's gonna work. All right, text me if something doesn't work.
Better parts, better prices every day.
All right, sounds good. I'm trying to keep a watch on my phone. It sounds good. Sorry, so I can, okay, so. No, nothing. Yeah, those are my old ones from last month. Okay, so, then, I'm sure I will do something. She doesn't.
I genuinely don't care though. And I want to say that, I think to myself, I'm going to find crazy. I don't care.
So cute. Because I got my they look so not happy.
Shannon, so you do, I definitely figured that aside, yep. You made it like a good motivator though, that I like,
That's a good part I get.
you know, like, that's what I keep back on that.
I know, that's what I thought. I love those shirts, the GTC ones. I'm like, yes, please, great. I'm going to get one.
Congratulations, yeah. Awesome.
My youngest daughter just had my today. She wants to. I'm like, yeah.
I'll tell you later. She's drunk at 5:00. And why not? I remember when I had that.
No, I'm not. Oh, yeah. Everything I have, No, I don't know. I know
Is it so hot in here? Like me dying. I know, I just switched it. It went to 74, I said 68. Now I hit it cold now. Okay. It was on 74, now it's out. Woo! Oops, sorry about that. You thought it was the wine? Not yet. Give me a little while. How are you? I love your haircut. I love that hair. Good day, dear. Are you Charlie?
Have something to drink.
We got two back there.
Are you sitting here for sure? I'm gonna see your shoes.
Who else would be turning shoes? They are really narrow, right?
I like
They are really narrow. You can do whatever you want.
Over here, Kelly. How cute they are. They navy blue.
Dude.
I know.
You should be there.
I should be there manager on second team. I had to give these a region bonus. Those are good. Tory Burch? It's perfect because I just saw the tea. Tory Burch.
Can't fathom this.
Do the same one? They're good.
We're gonna get a picture.
I love my Tory Burch. The tea is for Tara. The tea is for Tara. These are customized. These are monogrammed. Yeah, they're and they fit so they're like comfy. And they're I think they're polarized. They're hot. I was telling Lisa. Yeah. So do I need my? Oh yeah, you can
buy these. I can't. I couldn't buy a pop socket anywhere.
Mine. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh, so cute. I don't think it took just like. So cute.
Yay.
Okay, as soon as Shannon gets back, I'm gonna come back. Let me take it of you. Real one. Tara, get with Nicole again for a second. The real camera, and then we'll get going as soon as Shannon cleans up her spilt mess up here. She's already drinking too much. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. So cute. So cute. Alright, stop saying. All right, let's do this.
I don't call that. Oh my gosh.
All right, guys, let's get started.
They're watching us live, so now they were like keyboard. That's all right. Is it hard to see? I can't do it from my phone though. I had to do it in advance. Okay. This is, yeah, we're doing a Google Hangout right now so that all our team everywhere can be on. Okay.
All right, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Sorry we're a little late tonight. We usually start right on time. Tonight we're a little looser. So thanks for coming. I have not cried at all. Not one tear. Me and Danielle were like, come on, make it happen. But I think we were like, refresh. And the tears, because the dollars were like $20 at a time, so it wasn't like. So we haven't cried, and then Carrie Kane, my sister-in-law, boxed me and said, listen to this song on your way to your meeting, and I was like, I know better than that, so I closed that. And then 3 people walked in, and they all had Brave shirts, and I was like, oh, that's so cute. And then they turned around. So I'm going to try really hard not to be emotional tonight. You know I'm emotional on a normal night. So excited to have you guys all here. There's a lot to celebrate. A lot of awesome things happened this month. But how many of you is at your first meeting? Handful. Raising high. I'm like afraid. I don't make you do anything. What we do at these meetings, it's pretty much the same format every single month. We do the opportunity presentation, which is just a little bit of information about Arbonne, what the company is, how it works, how we make our income. Then we do a ton of recognition. This group is a good recognition. Today, the guy at the floral shop was like, how about I just give you a bucket? Perfect. So it's not as pretty, but it works well. And then we'll do the recognition, and then we'll have a training from a couple of the girls in the room about some really practical stuff on how to build your business. So thrilled that you're here. Who's willing to do, I don't have my clicker. Would you be willing just to flip through it as I'll give you like the piece? Yeah.
Just hit enter.
Let's see what happens. Yep, enter. All right, so first of all, my name is Nikki. I have been with Arbonne. It'll be 10 years in October. Best job in the world, especially this month. It's always good, but this month it's extra awesome. But we'll get into that in a little bit. But really the goal in this presentation is just to teach you about what Arbonne is, share with you why it works, why so many people have success, and just kind of give you a little bit more information. So what do we do with Arbonne? Number one is we educate people. The number one thing that people tell me is I don't sell things. Like, you're a natural salesperson. I am not. I love to chat with people. And so really what we do is we educate. We're really teaching. We're not selling at all. People are looking for what we have. And so we're just educating them about what we have in a product, what we have in a business, and educating them about skincare and what you are using, what you shouldn't be using, how we can help you with that. The second thing is that we empower people, again, with choices in their skincare, their nutrition, just giving them better options, and then also empowering them. My favorite part is with the business. And then lastly, we give people a chance for a new start, again, with products. And if you would have told me 10 years ago, like, skincare changes people's life, I would have been, seriously. But it's amazing when you've done this for long enough, and some of you that are probably even brand new, when you have people that say, I've never been able to use a product. My child has always had eczema. We've always been on steroids. Like, it's so fun to give people a product that you know and can be confident is going to work for them. Thanks. Our ingredient policy, I'm assuming that everybody in here has at least tried a product or been to a spa party, but this is the part that gets me excited about what we have in a product. We're not just another skincare company. We're very, very different because of our pure, safe, and beneficial commitment. And so pure because things are coming from the very finest ingredients. So when you use something, you can rest assured that it's coming from good, pure products, mostly things that are on the earth. And I love that. The second thing is that it's safe. We'll go into this a little bit more, and more so for things that we don't have. That makes us super safe. And then lastly, beneficial. We already talked a little bit about it being results driven, and then also because of our money back guarantee, which I love. You are what you absorb. So pre-Arbonne, my makeup of choice was Wet n Wild. And if I had anything body and bath, it was 97-cent equate fallback Walmart price, because I did not have any knowledge at all about products and what I was putting on my skin, and it just wasn't a priority. And so when I was introduced to Arbonne, I wasn't all about the natural products. We were pretty good about what we ate, but never did I pay attention at all to what was in my skincare products. And when it was told me the first time, I thought, I'm just really not interested. It's not my thing. And then a couple months later, I slapped a birth control patch on my thigh, and I thought, wait a second, if I'm not getting pregnant from this Band-Aid, surely whatever is on it is getting into my bloodstream. And that was kind of my aha moment when I started to pay a little bit more attention and found out that 60% of what we put on our skin, we absorb directly into our bloodstream. And then I started researching my ingredients in my 97-cent products. Not good at all. There's nothing good in a 97-cent product, I can tell you that right now. Not one ingredient, water, the first ingredients, okay? So the average American right now puts on 200 chemicals on their body every single day with their basic cosmetic skincare. And a recent study showed that the highest toxic group is our teenagers between the ages of 13 and 17, our teenage girls. So it just makes me crazy to think about that. The Arbonne Advantage, 35-year-old company. I say this one and people always tell me, I cannot believe you guys are 35 years old. How come we don't know about you? But 35 years old is still a new company, but what's awesome about that is it's super solid. It's not a 1 and 2, 3-year-old company. It's a solid $500 million per year company. But we're just not super saturated yet in the Midwest. Right now, our biggest states are Oklahoma, Texas, and California. We just happen to be lucky to live in what I like to call the Arbonne Desert. And in the next couple of years, when everybody knows about it, because of all these brave people in their shirts. Okay, botanically based, we already went over that. Certified vegan, I love this one. The other thing I love about Arbonne, when you look at this list, these are all things that our founder, Petter Mork, did 35 years ago. He actually started the first formulation 40 years ago. It took 5 years to come out with the first product, which was 3 basic skincare things just for his family. It was already vegan. It was already artificial color and dye-free, all these things. Now, as things like parabens as things come out, obviously we adjust those, but these are all things that we've always been, and I love that. So completely vegan, formulated without gluten, another huge one. 10 years ago when I started Arbonne, I would read that and go, I don't even know what gluten is. Now gluten-free is everywhere. You almost have to be gluten-free if you're gonna be in the health and wellness line. Dairy and whey-free, obviously being gluten-free, standardized botanicals and herbs, that basically is higher standard than organic. So we're not certified organic, this is actually a higher standard, as well as genetically modified screening, which means we don't put any of those things into our products. The other are more for our healthcare stuff, no saturated fats, no cholesterol, no artificial colors and sweeteners, and the list goes on and on. So these are all the things that make us safe, and is why we have people calling us now There's probably not other cosmetic people out there in the world that have people calling and saying, do you have a perfect red lipstick? But we do get calls all the time saying, I heard you're gluten-free, I heard you're vegan, I heard you don't use parabens. These are things that people are absolutely looking for as we become more aware about what's in our products. Okay, thanks. Over 400 products. I think we probably have closer to about 1,200 items if you get like every single one. But what I love is that there is something for everyone. I have never once been to a presentation or a one-on-one where somebody looked at me and said, there is not one thing in this catalog I use. Like, everybody showers, everybody brushes their teeth, hopefully everybody wears deodorant, and so everybody is already using what we have, and so there is something for everyone. Our old president, Rita Davenport, used to say, we take care of you from the cradle to the grave. We get you a brand new baby at the baby line, and we can help great-great-grandma with the anti-aging. So really, there's something for everyone. Feel the difference. We talked about this a little bit with the beneficial part of the Pure, Safe, and Beneficial, but this one is really important to me because if we didn't have awesome products, we wouldn't get the repeat business that we do. And I think that what keeps our customers coming back month after month after month after month is that they see and feel results almost immediately. I know I have left many a spa where somebody said to me, my feet feel so much better than when I paid for a $60 pedicure, or you know, my skin, I've never been able to use anything. I thought for sure my eyes would be scratchy within, 30 minutes and I feel great. And so I love that people get immediate results or super, super fast results and then are able to keep using our products. Turn an income into an expense. So this is where, for me, 10 years ago when I was completely anti-Arbonne and thought it was for crazy people, this is kind of where after some taking it in and thinking about it, kind of a light bulb went on for me when I realized that all we're doing in Arbonne is we're taking something that people already have as an expense and we're turning it into an income. And what I mean by that is, like I said earlier, everybody already washes their hair and brushes their teeth and uses deodorant. And so money's already being allocated to all of those things. They're just buying them from different places. This is not a luxury buy. It's not a piece of jewelry. It's not, something that you go, oh, it wasn't really in the budget. It's something that you're already buying every single month. And so all we're doing is teaching people to redirect dollars that they're already spending into their own store. And that's how we start to make an income. A smarter way to shop. So when I started with when I said no to Arbonne, I was very, very, very scared of network marketing. I knew nothing about it. I was just scared of it because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be afraid of network marketing, right? And so when I heard about Arbonne, in that gap between finding out about Arbonne and making a decision to jump in with Arbonne, I spent days and days and days and days on the internet and reading books about how does network marketing work? How do you get paid? Is it a scam? All these things to really educate myself on what that is as a business model. And this is just the best basic 4 or 5 books condensed down into one visual. This is all that network marketing is. It's a form of distribution. So if you look at that top one, that's going to be your traditional, like Macy's, Clinique, whatever. It has to go through all of those different people to get to me, the end user. So the manufacturer, the wholesaler, the warehouse, the advertisers, the retailer, and then to me. So when you walk out of the mall with $100 in a Clinique bag, about $70 of that went to all of those people. You actually have about a $30 product value in your bag. And so in network marketing or in Arbonne, the difference is it goes from Arbonne, the manufacturer, to me, the independent consultant, to you, the end user. And I would say probably in my business, 99% of the time, I don't even touch it. It goes from Arbonne in Indiana warehouse directly to the doorstep of my client in 3 days. And so that's where all that extra money, you can get a higher quality product. It's why Arbonne can pay us so generously. And for the consumer, they're leaving in that box or that bag. Number one, the box is awesome. I always get like, your boxes are so fun. So in that box, if they paid $100, they have about $70 of product and $30 went to the independent consultant and Arbonne. And so that's what's so awesome about how we get the benefit as a consumer and as someone who's doing the business. People who endorse network marketing, through the 10 years that I've been with Arbonne, it has gone from somewhat, and I don't even want to say taboo because it's never, people who are educated in it have obviously never thought it's taboo. My best piece of advice is don't take advice from somebody who's not as successful as you want to be. And most people who tell you that network marketing is not awesome are working 9 to 5 and hate their jobs. So, that's not where I want to find my advice from. But these are gentlemen who endorse network marketing. Most of them you probably know. Donald Trump, although he's not my favorite person in the world and could use some of our hair products. He's a brilliant businessman, and he's gone through all kinds of ups and downs, but he's always been able to run really good businesses. And he recently was on Jay Leno, and they asked him, if you could do one thing differently in all of your business, what would you do differently? And he said, I would have gotten involved in a network marketing company at the ground floor. And the audience all kind of laughed. And he said, that's why I'm up here and you're in the audience. And it's true. He's educated about business and how it works. Robert Kiyosaki, he's a great author. If you've never read the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, a really, really great book that kind of contrasts two different lifestyles of business and how one is just the rat race and one is able to really make income because of leveraging time. He's a really great businessman. He fully endorses network marketing. My very favorite of these four is Paul Zane Pilsner. Never knew that name until I got involved with network marketing, but he has nothing to do with network marketing. He's worked on several presidential boards, sits on the advisory boards just about, economics and all that. And he predicted, I don't know how many years ago it was now, probably about 20 years ago, I think back, the dot-com explosion. So he was the one that wrote an article for magazines that said, if you have $5,000, you should really get involved with these garage companies. They're called Yahoo, Google. I mean, right? We all know those garage companies, not so garage anymore. So he's the one that predicted that explosion and nailed it. And he says now in all of his reports that the next explosion is going to be much, much larger. And it's going to come from two industries. It's going to come from network marketing, and it's going to come from health and wellness. And so when you go, oh, well, that works well for Arbonne when you're a health and wellness company working in network marketing. The other thing that he's predicted, which gets me super excited, not just for myself, but for everybody in here, is that he has said that we will have in the next 20 years the most ever in the country, in the history, of millionaire women. And he said the reason for that is this is the first business opportunity that's finally getting recognition where you can still be a mom and be a super successful business person. And when people catch on and this network marketing is becoming such a big way of distribution, that we will have more women millionaires than we've ever had. And I think that's pretty amazing. And then Warren Buffett, he's just a cute old man. So why is Arbonne the right choice? This again is a third party. This is not an Arbonne slide. Dr. Charles King is a professor at this college of business school in Chicago, and he was actually anti-network marketing. And one of his students came to him and said, we have to do our studies on different forms of business. And he said, why isn't network marketing one of the options? And Dr. King said, because it's not a viable option for business. And so this awesome student, I'd love to meet him, challenged him and said, well, why don't you let me write the paper on it? And then after you do that, make a decision. And so he agreed to that. And after really learning about what it is, he now has it as a required course to graduate the Chicago School of Business. Is you take an entire class on network marketing. And these are things that he found in his research that you really have to have at least a couple of them. There's lots of good network marketing companies, and I love it when people come to me and they say, hey, I'm looking at this and this and this and this, and Arbonne is one of my choices. I love that because I want people to make really good educated decisions and love what they're doing and be confident that it's the right decision for them. And so if you're looking at multiple companies, you want to make sure that you can get 2 to 3 of these for sure, and if you can find a company that has all 4, it's a really great thing. So number 1 is a marketplace demand. It's what you're selling, is there a market for it? So a great example would be if I had the best vinyl records ever, there's not really a market for vinyl records. So even though I'm passionate about it and it's great and it has all these promises, there's not really marketplace demand for that. Obviously with the products that we're selling, there's huge marketplace demand. Everywhere we go, health and wellness, all this stuff is what people are looking for. Timing and trends, right along with that, I think there's 2 here that we hit 100%. Timing and trends, obviously with our products, with the health and wellness, but really I think even more so the timing and trends of owning your own business, looking for a second stream of income. And so timing and trends, we absolutely are in there. And this is not, to me, this is not a trend. I don't think we're ever gonna go, you know what, health and wellness is overrated. I think this is going to become a new way of lifestyle. This isn't like a cute pair of pants that was MC Hammer pants that were cool and now they're not. Like this is going to stay and we're going to be able to ride this, I think, forever. And then consumable products. This to me is the most important one of all of those. And so when you think about what you're selling, when you're building a business, if you're selling a product that never runs out, let's say a kitchen product, and it has a lifetime guarantee. Every time I go and I introduce somebody to that kitchen product, they fall in love with it. It's the best kitchen product they've ever used, but it has a lifetime guarantee. and they probably only need one, maybe two. They might buy one for a wedding gift, but it doesn't run out every 30 days. And when we sell Arbonne, when somebody falls in love with our products, our shakes, our fizz sticks, and literally gets to the point of panic attack when they're running out, it's a beautiful thing, right? People are looking like, addiction. I might have 13 boxes right now in my house. I didn't know how stressful Nation was gonna be. I'm like, just bring them on. So that's an amazing thing. So when I work to get a client, they fall in love with my products, they continue to keep buying. They get on the internet, they order. So next month, these people are ordering, and now this month I'm focusing on these 3 new people who don't know Arbonne at a presentation. They get on it, they start buying, they keep buying. So now I've got these people buying, these people buying. So I'm never getting a client to replace an existing client. I'm just building a network, and that's where it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And we all know that when you love the product, you'll do anything to get it. And so it just creates this repeat business. And then lastly is the ability to leverage your time. I'm going to talk about this a little bit more in a second. And so what's awesome for us is that Arbonne 100% meets all 4 of these. See the stats? Basically what this slide says is nobody wants to work for somebody else. Everybody's looking for time freedom. Thousands of home-based businesses are starting every single day. And the average home-based business makes way more and has a much higher percentage of making a 6-figure income than another bricks and mortar type startup. So if we wanted to go open a restaurant or a dry cleaning or a bakery, that your chances of being successful in that and having a 6-figure income are way, way less than those if you start a network marketing business. And then there's a lot of reasons for that. The startup costs are minimal, and so it allows everybody to get in and get moving. Okay, starting your own business. So proven system for success. Having been in this for 10 years, I will tell you that Arbonne, everybody loves the products, but as business owners, we go out and we decide how we're going to build our business and how we're going to duplicate that. Although Arbonne offers us tons of amazing resources, until you get plugged into a system that people can walk you through, you can struggle through it. And so I would say probably the first 3 years, Danielle and I did Arbonne, we kind of struggled through it. We would find things that worked, then we try to make forms and do all this duplication, and then, oh, that didn't work so great. And so we spent a lot of time recreating the wheel. And I feel like in the last three to 4 years, we have got this thing so fine-tuned that you could be a brand new consultant and start a brand new consultant of your own tomorrow, and everything you need for the system is at your fingertips. So you're given a website where every single document, every single form, Facebook communities, monthly meetings, Sunday night phone calls, there is just a proven system for success, and this room is pure proof of that. And the results that we're producing in short amount of times is because your job is not to go produce a system. Your job is to put a system that already works and is proven successful into place. No need to stock or deliver. I love that besides the 13 boxes of fizz sticks, like 18 bags of protein and a few primers, I don't have stockpile. I order what I want from my household as it runs out, and I don't have every foundation color in my kitchen cabinet. Like, there's no, like, you buy this whole kit. We get our stuff from the manufacturer to our clients. We do not stock items at our homes, which I love. Low risk, we talked about that a little bit. $79 to start a business and have access to products. When people say to me, what's the worst thing that could happen? I say, well, you spent less than a good pair of shoes and you can buy your products at a discount for a year. That's the very worst case scenario in your own business. And then lastly, you can build it alongside your current job. I would never, ever, and I cannot stand when I hear people in these kind of things say, you can make $100,000 next month. Just quit your job. It's guaranteed. It's get rich quick. Not true. That is not the truth. But what is true is that if you follow the proven system for success, you work it smart as a business, not a hobby. I always say hobbies cost money, jobs make money. Whether that's 5 hours a week or 20 hours a week, when you do that, you can build it alongside with your current job so that your plan B in Arbonne can very quickly become your plan A. Shannon has been, is this your year anniversary?
What up? It sure is.
Okay, that could make me cry all on its own. So 1 year ago, Shannon started an Arbonne business, and without putting you on the spot, I'm guessing that you have quadrupled your household income in 1 year. Okay, so, but she came in and she just really quickly, she put the system that we have into place on like the fast wheel, like, and just got the same results, but just did it in a much faster. She didn't have a magic solution. I love when she says to me, people call me and they say, how did you do it so fast? And she's like, I did exactly what Nikki said with a lot of intensity. Other people who are doing it, in 2 years, they're doing the exact same thing. They're just not doing it as quickly because they're not getting in front of as many people. And so I just love that Shannon didn't have to stop homeschooling her kids. She didn't have to give up freedom. She's able to build this along with 5 kids, a farmer husband who's never home, and build this gigantic business in a year. I mean, where else can you do that? I'm allowed to build this alongside a husband who's gone 150 a year, 3 small children. I mean, it is along what you're doing. And then eventually you can walk away from that job if that's what you want. But this is not a get rich quick at all. It's to work really hard and diligently and have unbelievable results for the rest of your life. Be your own boss. So this is the one when we talk about leveraging your time, and I like to talk about a little bit more here because it makes a little bit more sense. Leveraging your time is what I thought, oh, that's cute. That one girl gets really rich and everybody else is like her little minions. Although there is a little bit of truth to minions and duplication. I don't sit home and like have a coffee for 30 days straight and then get a really awesome paycheck. I could do that, but my business wouldn't sustain itself for long term. And so what I get to do is I get to bring people in alongside with me and teach and train them how to do exactly what I do. And I always say this is the only job that I have ever found where my goal is to bring people in who are better than me, more qualified than me, more ambitious than me, smarter than me. Because in any other job, my past life before Arbonne was architecture. And I had my own firm. And so when you bring an architect on under you, you want them to be the best because they're working for you. But there's also this healthy fear of like, if I teach them everything I know and why this works so much better, when they get it, what do? They don't want to work for me anymore. Now they want to go start their own architectural firm. And so I'm teaching and training people to be awesome and then become my competition. That's like that in real estate. It's like that really in any business model that you look at. But in Arbonne, I want to teach and train every single one of you how to be national vice presidents. My goal is that every single person I bring into Arbonne is a national vice president. There's no threat in that to me. It makes you successful. It makes me successful. And so it's just building a network of people, whether it's consumers or business partners who are looking for options. Now on this side, I just saw a t-shirt that was awesome. These were smiley faces. So instead of the pyramid, it was like 1 smiley face and then 2 and then 3. And it's like, that looks like a pyramid scheme. This is corporate America. So let's use Dunkin' Donuts. Any one of us could go and be, a coffee girl. And I don't think they call them baristas there. It's too fancy for Dunkin' Donuts, but a coffee grinder at the bottom level. Every single one of us could go in there and get that job. I'm 100% confident of it. And I believe that every single one of us could become middle management. There's not one of us in here. We're all big thinkers. Obviously, you're here. We could all become middle management, but unfortunately, all but 2 of you are going to have to move because there's only 2 Dunkin' Donuts. So 28 of you have to move because me and Shannon are going to stay in Rockford. So you can have that job, but you need to relocate to get it. The chances that any of us will go from a middle management store operator to a vice president at Dunkin' Donuts, I think we're awesome. The numbers are so small. And then to go president and CEO, that's like an easy gambling game, right? There's so few of those positions. And so that's perfect pyramid scheme in corporate America. And so in Arbonne, we like to say it's actually an upside down pyramid. We can all come in at any place. Doesn't matter your age, your race, your education, your ability to use public speaking, whatever it is, we all come in at the level playing field. And then at the top is the big part of our business. There's unlimited room for all of us at the top. I love the story of my sister Danielle. She's actually who I pawned off on my girlfriend when I didn't think Arbonne was awesome. And thank God she thought it was awesome, and so she started. So she, at 19 years old, started an Arbonne business, and ultimately a year later dropped out of school because she had a white Mercedes and fell in love with a boy who couldn't have a job because he was a college student. But Arbonne is awesome. And so she has an Arbonne business now at 30 as a national vice president, has been for 3 years. Down the road from Danielle in Ohio is a 40-year-old OBGYN who has 12 years of education, hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt, and had 4 kids working 80 hours a week as a doctor. And she saw Arbonne as an opportunity to be a stay-at-home mom, and now is a national vice president. And so Danielle and Laura, right down the road from each other, nothing in common besides a love for Arbonne and a strong willpower to make it work at the exact same level in our company. And to me, that's the best story ever. Making the same money, and Laura always says to Danielle, you save so many hundreds of thousands of dollars. But like me, Laura is one who's very driven to have a professional life. And so she's able to get that through building this as a business, and now does all volunteer work in the Amish community as an OB doctor. Ground floor opportunity. in 5 countries, the US, the UK, Australia, Canada, Poland, and we're going into Taiwan in 2016. Our global expansion is super smart. Most companies go bankrupt during global expansion. Arbonne has made it very clear that because we're going slow and we're going into very strategic markets where we already have a good presence. Poland was chosen because Chicago is the second highest population of Polish people next to, is it Warsaw? Is that how you say Warsaw? And so we had a lot of Polish VPs, and so they thought, well, perfect. Polish VPs have Polish connections. So they're not just randomly picking states or countries. It's very strategic. And right now we have a 1% brand awareness in the United States. We're not even close to 1% in the other countries yet, but 1% brand awareness in the United States, which means that if you went and knocked on 100 people's doors in your neighborhood, one would even know the name Arbonne. And so when you think about that and you think about where it's predicted to go in the next few years, that gets me super excited. Okay, compensation plan. This is what people really want to know about. How do you make money? There's 7 different ways that we make money in Arbonne. The first is retail profit. So simply when I sell somebody a product, I instantly am making a percentage depending upon how they buy that. The second way is bonuses. You'll see tonight when we do recognition as well that at every level of management, there's opportunity to make bonuses of $200, $400, $600, or $1,200 every single month in addition to our income. Overrides. Overrides is when we talk about, that's a fancy word for getting paid on my team. So I make overrides on anything that happens in my organization, and I get a percentage on that based on my level. The fourth one is life insurance benefits. As an executive regional vice president, you get a $100,000 life insurance policy just because I think you should have that. All you gotta do is fill out the paperwork. So that's a super nice benefit. The fifth one is travel opportunities. This has become one of my favorites. I didn't know how much I liked to travel. And then once I learned I like to travel, I learned that it's the most fun to travel when it's free. So less stressful. You're like, whatever. And so tons of travel opportunities. I have been all over. I don't even know where. Bahamas, Costa Rica, Punta Cana. We were supposed to go to Los Cabos, but the hurricane came. So instead, our budget sent us all nice checks to go wherever we wanted. Going to the Virgin Islands in October. Just so many fun, exciting places that we get to go, and I get to take my family, and I just love that. And now, as a national vice president, every single January they take me and a guest, my husband, whoever I want. Told him he's in the first year for sure. So me and a guest, total expenses paid to Hawaii every single year for a leadership meeting for a week. So we get to sit in meetings for 2 days, but our husbands get to play and golf and do whatever, but we're there for a week on Arbonne every single January. Incentive programs, that would just be fun things that we can earn just for doing our jobs. Right now, a lot of us are working on a trip to New York City and a shopping spree at Tiffany's. I got an iPad. Anything Tiffany's jewelry I have is from Arbonne. Our watches when we promote, a Tiffany's ring, all just fun things that we get for doing our job. And then last is the Mercedes-Benz bonus. This is the car bonus that we get at the 3rd level of management, which is regional vice president. Arbonne simply adds either $800 or $1,000 into our paycheck every single month to pay for the vehicle, which is a great perk. So those are the ways that we get paid. Here's the average incomes at the different levels. I'll run through these super quick. First level is district manager. Average person is getting there in between 1 and 3 months. The average income there is going to be between $400 and $1,000 on up a month. I would say, Shannon always says, I think our group is above average. I would agree. I think we're above average on the pay scale. Second area, for the second level is area manager. Area manager, the company average is 6 to 12 months. We've had people in this room do it in 4. Somebody in the room that's only been with us for not even 2 months, that's in qualifications. And that average is between $1,000 and $4,000. And again, those gaps are because right when you promote, you're going to be at the lower end as you move towards that next. And I think, again, it can be quite a bit higher than that. And these numbers are not including like your bonuses and stuff, which is why they can differ too. At that level, your business becomes willable. One of my favorite things about the compensation plan is what that means is at area manager, you can write your business into your will, and for 3 generations, your business can be willed. So something happens to me, my husband automatically gets my business and will continue to get my monthly check. Something happens to him, my children will get my check. And then the 3rd generation, so my grandchildren. So when I say I'm building this for the future, I'm literally building this because my grandchildren, right? Yeah, my grandchildren are going to be getting my paycheck in however many years for what I'm doing right now. Regional vice president, that's the 3rd level of management. Average there is Company average is 1 to 3 years. I did it in 16 months. My sister did it in about 13. Shannon did it in 10. You know, it just depends again on the activity that you're doing, but company average is 1 to 3 years. Average income there is between 5,000 and 16,000. And that's where you get your biggest stretch as people are going for national vice president. But at this level is where you get the white Mercedes-Benz. And then the last one is national vice president. And this one, the company average is 3 years. 3 years. I was a slow learner. It took me 10. But hello, right? If you would have told me 10 years ago, what's amazing about this journey is what you become along the way, right? So 10 years ago, if you would have said to me, I'm sorry, Nikki, you're going to be really slow. It's going to take you 10 years to be a national vice president. When you look at that on paper, that's still a pretty good career plan. Like, pretty good career plan. I've seen people do, there's somebody that did it in 126 days. Debbie Neal, you'll get to experience her in August, and you will know exactly when you meet her why she did it in 126 days. And she's so skinny. I'm like, of course she is. We're like, she must burn so many calories. So, national vice president. But what I like to talk about here, so the average income is $20,000 a month and up. When I started Arbonne and we would see these slides, first of all, we called that gangster money. Who are they killing? What is going on? What is in the protein shakes? But anyhow, this is a very reliable business. But what I love about this is that I thought this was like, again, that one person that gets really lucky. I now, and this is what Carrie was crying about on the Boxer. I'm like, nothing until we're all done. But Carrie was crying, like, if you don't know Carrie, she's my sister-in-law, so she's like my sister as well. And she's on her way to her meeting, because she does her own meetings in Ohio. Down the road, Danielle was on her way to her meeting, and I'm on my way to my meeting. And she's just crying. She's like, you know, who would have ever thought 5 years ago when she came into the business that there would be 3 of us in one family, national vice presidents, driving to 3 different meetings on the same night, all running our own organizations, all making gangster money, doing something we absolutely love. All 3 of us full-time stay-at-home moms. How many kids do we have between us? A lot. 4, 7, 10, 11 on the way. All running businesses at national vice presidents. I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy. And it gets me so excited about the fact that this is for everybody. If you guys could see what my house looks like, if you could see what my food plan has looked like, if you could see that when we clean, your kids are cleaning. Yeah, but they freaked out. They're probably like, oh, she's going to lose it. At that tipping point, they're like, we better step in. This is a good time to rally the troops. When Dad left and my eyes were like, 4 days. No, but anyhow, this is real people building real businesses. I have nothing on any of you. Nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. I have every fall when we do the raffle, I'm pretty sure that none of the tickets are going to be right because I was so distracted and I haven't thought straight for like 4 days that it's just proof that anybody can be a national vice president. And so the money is beautiful. It is this. I do not do this for the income. And 10 years ago, I would have said I'd be doing this for the income. You change as a person along the way. And what I've learned, I could have as much money in the bank. Arbonne could pay me this forever, and it would be great. But what money provides is opportunity through time freedom. And so a paycheck to me means nothing. Having my husband out of an 80-hour-a-week job means everything. You can't put price tags on those things, especially when you've walked some of the things that we've walked this year and you've seen how beautiful time is. Rita Davenport used to say money isn't everything, but it's right up there with oxygen. And I'm a firm believer that people do not lay in bed at night thinking about, you know, my acne or my psoriasis, but people every single night go to bed and lay there and cannot sleep because of credit card debt, mortgages, colleges, all this stuff that keeps people up at night. And when I know that I have a product that works and an opportunity that changes lives, like, give me the paycheck, it's beautiful, but there is so much more that you become on the road to national vice president. So that was a little bit of a story. Oops, I think we'll be good. Okay, yep.
You're going to need this later, so maybe I'll look at it.
Okay, I got my charger. We'll wait for a second. Actually, if you want to grab it, it's in the bag. The blue and white stripe one, there should be the computer charger. Okay, so we'll skip this one down next. Okay, common fears and hesitations. Gonna buzz through these super quick, but I think they are important. Number one, I don't have enough time. I was on Boxer today with somebody. You guys, and it makes me crazy. I love, Shannon said to me once that somebody said to her, I've got 2 kids, and she's like, I'll see you 2 and raise you 3. Right? So everybody thinks that they are busier than the next person. Not one of us in this room is busier. We just have different busies. We all have issues. We all have book schedules. We all have stresses. But a lot of people say I don't have enough time, and I didn't have any extra time. I worked 60 hours a week, owned my own firm, had 2 small children, and a husband that traveled. Like, that's not an ideal time to start a business, right? But nooks and crannies, you find it in the car, waiting in carpool, when your kids are napping. It's just 15 minutes here and there. So that one, common. Here's another reality. You're never going to get less busy. I was, oh, my kids are older. Nope. Then they do sports, and then you're never less busy. You're always going to be busy. I don't have enough money. A valuable fear, and a lot of people that are looking at something like Arbonne are looking at it because they don't have money. And so when you don't have money, how do you start a business? We've already talked about the fact that all that's required is $79. Obviously, you can't sell products if you don't have products, but there are so many ways that we can either use financial equity or sweat equity. Every one of us has one of those 2, or both. And so it's just a matter of how you're going to start it. But money will never, ever, ever, ever be a reason that somebody can't join in our organization. One of my favorite stories is Cammie Lee. She had $13 to her name. Her husband was unemployed. Every single credit card was maxed out. And in 9 months, she was a national vice president. Her why was really, really big. And she started a business with $17 to her name. And so I just love that. Doesn't matter, again, where you're at. It can be for everybody. I don't know enough people. I mean, let's check your Facebook list. We know a lot more people than we think we do. And the beautiful thing about your list is every single person on that list already uses what we have. It's not like, oh, but she doesn't do that, or he doesn't. Everybody you know showers, or they shouldn't be your friend. Everybody knows enough people. And the reality is that the average person knows is connected to 100 people. So I know 100 people, but those 100 people know 100 people. And so my job is to, in a very friendly, good, non-pushy way, start to work my way into those networks. And that's how you get to know more people. If I knew you when I started Arbonne, just stand up. When I started Arbonne, if you knew me. Okay, there you go. Those are the 3 that I knew when I started Arbonne, right? So I love that. And some of my best friends I didn't even know. And then what will people think? Did I count wrong? She didn't stand up. She didn't want to take me. I babysat her. I was a bad babysitter, apparently. I'm not going to admit that. What will people think? This was probably my biggest one, is what will people think? Because I owned an architectural firm. I worked mostly with doctors. And how do you go from architect to lipstick girl? Like, it's kind of like there's no good, easy gap in there. And really what it boiled down to me is none of those doctors are paying my bills. None of them. And they're not allowing me to be home with my babies. So their opinion really doesn't matter. And it gave me, for some people that's paralyzing. For me, it was empowering to be like, you know what, I'm going to show you that this works. And if I work really hard, I can do anything I want. So it doesn't matter what people think. And like we said earlier, if people have an opinion, it's probably because they're not in a place in life where they're super happy. That's what we tend to find. And then the last one is, what am I getting myself into? That one I was a little bit too, but I did enough research. You're getting yourself into this. This is a really good representation of what Arbonne is. A bunch of people who are really fantastic, who are team players. Best friendships are built in Arbonne. If all of my Arbonne business went away, I would still have the best friendships ever because of this business. Thanks. Okay, final thoughts, wrapping this up. Where will you be in 5 years if you keep doing exactly what you're doing? 12 years ago when my daughter was born and people would say it'll be over just like that, enjoy it. You're like, whatever, she's a day old. You guys, it goes like that. 12 years is a drop in a bucket. She's gonna cry. How old are you?
I'm 18 and I just cried.
Yeah, right? You wanna cry right now and come up and stand next to me? Be brave.
She's driving to work, she heard a song, she's like, my baby's gonna graduate.
Yeah, it's awful. Like, my baby is gonna be 13, and you guys, like, we're 2/3 of the way done. She's like almost cooked, and I mean, like that, right? And so I even think about like what was happening 5 years ago, and 5 years ago seems like yesterday in a lot of areas where you look at it. But when you think about where are you going to be in 5 years, you think, oh, that's forever away. It's not. 5 years will be here, like a drop in the bucket. And so if you don't like where you're at right now, chances are, unless you change something drastically, you're going to be in the exact same position or worse in 5 years. And so what are you willing to do to really like where you're at in 5 years? And then the last one is, how long could you survive on your current savings? So if you left this meeting tonight and you had a phone call that your main source of income was gone, it was no longer, how long would you be able to survive on that income or savings or whatever it is that you have? And most people say I would have about 2 weeks. We could probably make it 2 weeks and then it would be immediately on credit card. What's a savings account? That's kind of the reality of the world that we live in. And that can be really scary. And so what I love about Arbonne is that it comes in as a plan B, you know, and can immediately be $400, $500, $600 a month. That I will tell you, that I can promise you. That's not get rich quick, but that's a good investment on your time. $500 or $600 immediately that can then very quickly position or transition into a plan A. And so for me, when I came in, and I can be pretty honest about, a lot of you know that my journey has been like this. It didn't take me 10 years to get to Nation. It took me 9 years of personal development and 1 year of intentional working my business. That's the reality of it. And I think for me, you know, everything always seemed like too big of an obstacle. Well, for me to bring Jed home, he's got a really good corporate job. Like, I'd have to be a national vice president to bring him home, and that just seems like so far off. Or, you know, so maybe I could be a region, but he'll still work forever, or, you know, whatever it is. But when you start step by step, you know, training for this thing and doing the do, sometimes 5 steps forward, 5 steps back. Eventually you realize, oh my gosh, I just finished the marathon. It was ugly and there was some really bad spots, but we made it. And that I just love that. I know that if my husband today called me and said, Nikki, I'm done, I'd say, you know what, that's awesome. That's good. You don't have to go back. Let's just, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? Arbonne can take care of our family. And I cannot tell you what that does to quality of life when you know that you have that right there for your family. And then keep in mind that we all have a personal network. So of the 1% brand awareness, the other 99% of your friends and family are going to find out about it in the next handful of years, but they're either going to find out about it from you or somebody else. And so you really should be the one to expose them to those networks. People say, well, maybe in a year. I'm like, well, that's great. But in a year, I actually had somebody come to Shannon's car presentation that I had on my team probably 6 years ago. And she came to the car presentation. She said, can I come to your house afterwards? I want to talk to you. And she came to my house and she bawled. And I was like, what is wrong? She said, there was about 7 people in that room that are doing really well with Arbonne that I would have asked or had asked, but they weren't ready at the time. And she's like, now they're under somebody else. And I'm like, that's the reality of what this is. When we get a no, it's not a no, it's a not right now. And so Dina, I've known Precious Dina since I started Arbonne. But it took 10 years, 9 years for Dina to say, you know what, this might be a fit for me. And what if I would have quit 8 years ago? How many of you have started your business in the last year? Okay, I was in a really bad place a year ago. And you think if I would have walked away then because of like head junk, like it boggles my mind what just perseverance and committing to something will do. And so everybody that you know is going to know about it. It really should be from you so that you're reaping those rewards. That's final thoughts. Next. 1, 2, 3. This is basically, if this is the first time you're hearing this, where are you at with Arbonne? 1 is, you know what, I'm totally interested in the products. I'm definitely looking for some cleaner, healthier version of products. So I'm a number 1. Number 2 is I'm absolutely interested in the products, and I have like this really uncomfortable like sweaty palms and butterflies because it sounds like a good idea, but it's totally against everything I believe and know. And then number 3 would be like, I have been praying for an opportunity that could be an answer for my family. And although this is going to take hard work, this is it, because I have no other options, and this sounds great. And that would be that you're a number 3, and obviously you're going to have these products too if you're a number 3. So that's just kind of to help us. If you're here as a guest, you kind of talk to the person that brought you and say, you know what, I'm a 1, I'm a 2, I'm a 3. And if you're a 2, that doesn't mean that we're going to lock you in a room and you're going to become a 3. If you're a 2, it means that we're going to give you the information that you need for your family. I had a girl today that I was 100% was going to join my team. And she told me she was 95%, and today she called me and said, after thinking about it, it's not for her. That's okay. That's okay. I would much rather it not be for her and her recognize that than her and I both agonize why this isn't working. So our goal is to just find out if it's a fit for you and your family, and if it is, to lock arms with you. So that one, and then the last slide is our VP team. This is super fun. This is basically my family portrait. I'm like, well, there's my family. So that's my little baby sister, God love her, Danielle. Wonderful age of 30 years old. That's her sister-in-law, Carrie, who's trying to make me cry before a meeting. That's Danielle's mother-in-law, so Carrie's mother. That's me. In the corner, Emily is Mickey's daughter, Carrie's sister. Laura Lance is a dear childhood friend of Mickey's. Amy is in Ohio, and then our own Shannon Wenzel. And what I love about this is that, what's that? Who, Amy Godak? Yeah. I'm probably like 25. Okay. She's 15. She's having her first baby. Oh my God. Yeah. What I love about this is you can look at it one of two ways. You could be, well, of course you're all successful. You're in the same family. Well, that has nothing to do with it at all. What I love is that we all are in the same family. We all pretty much know the same people, and we've all had the same success. So when people say, oh, it's saturated, because this is in one family. We're talking about Rockford with 300,000 people and Lena. And when I was thinking the other night how much volume comes out of Lena, I was like, if Lena can do that, surely Chicago, all those places. I think Dina said, did you say I'm the fifth or sixth national vice president in the state of Illinois? So how many millions of people? Like, there is so much room for opportunity when you think all these other girls and about 20 more are in the same area in Akron, Canton, Ohio. So I just love that. I think that's it. Dun, 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 the disclaimer, the small print. Basically that says your work matches your income. That's what that says. So with that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go right into recognition, because I love for you guys to see that part of the presentation and the different levels, and then be able to see it real life in our room with who's at what level. So, Shannon, do you wanna help me to pass out? Yeah.
Who is Amy under?
Amy is under. She must be direct to Carrie. So Carrie's direct, or Amy's direct to Carrie, Mickey's direct to Carrie, Emily's direct to Carrie.
Oh.
Because they weren't gonna do the business, remember? They were all just gonna buy product.
And
they do.
Mickey's story, I love that.
Mickey, yeah.
So that her son would start to that after they got married.
Yeah, and that's another really good point that Lisa brings up, is that 3 of those people had a meeting, an actual meeting, when my sister married their brother and son, and said, don't ever let her talk you into this business, but you will buy products so that your brother can eat. Like, literally, he's gonna have to eat. They think this is gonna support them, so buy the products, do not go to any meetings. So now they're all holding their own meetings. So we laugh about that a lot. Okay, so the first recognition that we're gonna do is in qualification for district manager. District manager is that first level of management between $400 and $1,000 a month. And these are all people who are in qualifications. And please, you guys, if I miss you for something, stand up and say, you missed me. Because the website, we were having a few issues with today, but I think we're good. So Sarah Thorgren. Okay, Dana Chacon is not here. Deb Clary is not here. Corinne Cruz is in Maryland. Marion Kahn is in Michigan. Julie Coleman. No. Kelsey Nelson. Yay! Megan Parkinson is not here. Tawny is not here. Alexis not here. Amber
Also not
not
here.
here. Hope you're all watching. Kendra not here.
Yeah.
Oh yes, Kendra. Yes. I hope you're in qualifications. Angela is not here, and Caitlin had a baby this morning. Okay, so those are all people who are in qualifications for that first level. And then for new district managers, people who actually promoted this month, so exciting. Kristen Goodbread is not here. That's direct to Shannon. Sarah Folk is here. Direct to Erica. And Sarah, I have something for you as well. Congratulations. Aww. Oh my gosh. We like to love our people. And then Megan, new district manager, promoted by Tara. Okay, and this one is Kristen's for you. Or Shannon. That by Shannon, that's what Kristen. Can I partly see? Like Christmas, yeah. And it only gets better. Okay, then district manager bonus. So district manager bonus, this is where we talked about at every level of management. You can earn an extra, at district manager bonus, you get an extra $200 per month in your paycheck just for doing a little bit above and beyond what's required. And we had a lot this month. Tara, Andrea, Erica Haas, Dina Cooper, Tammy's not here, myself, Shannon, Lisa, Caitlin, all right, Megan, you can do it. Okay, Jeannie, straight back, sorry. Kelly. Lori, back to the front. And Marsha. And Marsha, Shade, she's on vacation, right? Right here.
Sarah's on vacation.
Oh, sorry, yeah, I'm sorry. Okay. There are other things to talk to you about.
Amy Johnson was
In qualifications, yes.
for DL.
You've doctored me that thing, sorry, totally forgot to make that on the list. Sorry, Amy. Okay, new area managers. This month we don't have any new, but we have 2 still in qualifications. Going into month 3. We have Brittany and Erica. So finish strong. Okay, and then we have area manager bonus. So this is once you're an area manager, then you have the opportunity to earn your $200 district bonus plus a $400 area manager bonus for a $600 bonus. And this month, Tammy, who's not here, Shannon, and myself all earned that for an extra $400. And then we have an in qualifications for regional vice president, which is Tammy Dahman as well. She's not here tonight. She has a husband who just graduated med school. She has 2 college students who just moved home. They just bought a house this morning, so she's like, I'm so proud of her. She's in solid month 3 this month to finish up region qualifications, so super proud. If you're on Tammy's team, where are you? Yay! Representing. And then at region, we also have the opportunity to get a $600 bonus for a total of a $1,200 bonus. And this month, Shannon and I both got region. And then one that I'm super excited about is halfway to region. I love the halfway milestones because it's a big deal, because that's just a big deal. And so we do have somebody in the room that's halfway, and she's not even halfway, she's 2/3. So I was going to start a new category for 2/3 of the way. No, 3/4. You're 3/4. Even bigger. No, that's not bigger. Is that big?
Yeah.
3/4 is bigger than 2/3?
Yeah.
You're like, we're in that math thing right now. I don't know. If we charted that. 66, you're right. See, anybody can be a national vice president. I mean, if that's not proof right there. You know, we're like in that 7, 8, 5, 6 thing at home where you have to get that chart out. I don't know, which is weird. Either one is a whole.
I'm coming to your house for one day.
One day.
Clear this up.
It's gonna take more than that. Oh, this is for Nicole.
It's okay, Web Stats does that.
So Nicole Fegan. 3 4. Greater than 2/3. Okay, wait. I was homeschooled.
Shut your mouth.
You'll do far better. Okay, so you don't gotta be brainiac to do our. Okay, so the next thing is halfway to nation. And Shannon, I don't know the statistics. It's more than 1/2. It's like 5, 7.
You're killing me right now.
It's bigger than a half, less than a whole. She's in that gap. Somewhere between half. Not quite 3/4. I knew that. So I was like, oh, I need to just stop making myself look stupid. Okay, so the next thing then is most personally sponsored PCs. So PCs, that's our new preferred clients or consultants. And we had, I'm going to go backwards. We usually go from top to bottom. We're going to ramp it up to number 1. So we had a 2-way tie at 4th place for Corinne Cruz in Maryland, had 7. And Kelly had 7, which is awesome. And then Miss Tara in 3rd place had 8. Wow, amazing. Do you have any idea how many you've done this year?
Did you have a 20 or 1 month? She knows exactly how much this year.
I have it.
1 month.
I don't have it. Yeah, 1 month. Yeah, I remember that 1 month.
It's crazy. And then Lisa tied for 2nd with Dina at 9. 9. Serious.
Last month they had like
And then number 1 with 10 personally sponsored is Megan. That's awesome. That's really cool. Okay, so then we're gonna go. This one we're gonna go down the line. and I'll tell you why, because it would be really silly. Okay, so this one is for personal volume. And so this is what we personally sell. This is not team, this is us personally. What are we doing? And so the reason I'm telling you what I did is because it's important for me for you guys to know that you never stop working. Like, it doesn't matter where you're at, what your paycheck is. You want to keep getting a paycheck for forever and having it bigger. And so I was number one, but I'm not taking the gift. Because Danielle is giving away the Tiffany's necklace, and she's like, yes, you are disqualified. So I had $10,650 this month. Yeah, I was going for a big promotion. I talked to a lot of people. But then number 2 is Tara with
Everybody, mama.
9,793, and that necklace is tracking to be at my house tomorrow. So sorry about that, but it's a really awesome. It's actually a bracelet. I am taking it. So I'll give you a Tiffany's gift, not from Danielle. And then number 3 was Jennifer Dixon, who's not here, with 8,982 personal. And then 4th is Shannon with 7,486, and then Dina Cooper 6,456. Okay, so the next category is 2,500 new and used. And the reason that we recognize 2,500 new and you is it's kind of like the building blocks. We say, that's why if you are a district manager, and I have told you, and it will probably be in your card at some point for me, if you can get to district, you can get to nation. Because all that we do is we do $2,500 building blocks, and we teach other people how to do the same. Sell 2,500, bring 5 new PCs or consultants in, and do that every month, and you'll district will become an area, become a region, will become a nation. And so that's kind of a flagship for us. And so this month with $2,500 personal plus 5 personally sponsored. So again, it's not team, it's personal. We have Tara, and this is actually here. Oh, you can give them a rose too. But yeah, I'll give one of these. So they get a $10 gift card. Every month they do this. So Tara, Lori, Caitlin.
Hold on. The 2 things now.
Yep, slowing you down. And then Caitlin, Corrine Cruz in Maryland, Megan, Marsha, Kelly, Lisa. Sorry, it's like literally downhill. No, I could have made this easier by doing it in order. So Lisa, and then Dina Cooper. And then there should be one extra for correct. Perfect. Okay, then it's 3 pages of recognition. So good. Okay, and the last thing I'm going to do is, and you can give a rose for this too, is the glamping incentive. So this is the event that's going to be at my house overnighter. It's basically a sleepover. It's just glamping's a really cute name, so it's glamorized camping in my house. We'll do lots of fun things. So far, who's earned this, and why I say so far is we made a decision to extend this another month. So you have another full month to earn this glamping challenge. So anybody that already earned it, right? We just did it a few more years. So those that have already earned it, obviously feel free to earn it again. And those that have not earned it, you have the opportunity this month still to earn it. So far, we have Dina Cooper, Caitlin, Tara, Shannon, Megan, Marsha, Lori, and Lisa. So super fun, and I want many more of you. What we will say is those that earned it this month get first pick on the beds. You can pick your beds first, and then the rest will be sleeping bags, couches, and air mattresses. But anyhow, so that's going to be a really fun, it's not just an overnighter, we have really fun things planned. Other VPs are Skyping in, we're doing dream boards under the stars, we're doing marshmallows with mentors. So there's going to be a lot of really fun stuff and some fun pampering. So we really want everybody to be there. So to earn that, it's $3,500 personal sales. You saw what people did. It's super possible. That's 7 spots. 7 spas would get you that volume. And we say you should do 8. So, and then 5 personally sponsored PCs or consultants. So that's direct to you, not team. So we want to see many more of you at that. And then I totally, because I'm out of sorts, I didn't do any announcements, but we'll do that at the very end. We do have a handful of announcements I do want to go over that are important. But I think we will do Andrea for training.
I don't know if I have enough for everybody, so if I don't, my apologies, and I will post on the Facebook page tomorrow morning. I'm not going to do it tonight, to be honest with you. But everything, it'll all be there, so don't feel like you have to copy down a whole bunch of notes. And just, I slept about 2 hours last night. I was just getting home from a vacation. I took a red eye. So if what I say or what you read makes no sense at all, I'm so sorry. But how this all came about, we're talking about your 30-second Arbonne commercial, and how this came about was a couple weeks ago, I signed up to do a speed networking thing in Sterling, Dixon, that area, and I went in super underprepared, and I was really, really nervous, just period, about this, way outside my comfort zone. Turned out it was actually just a speed networking for ladies, actually, so it was all women businesses. So there was a lot of other home businesses as well. So it was actually really low key and very approachable. But you had 1 minute per person to basically talk about what it is you do, about a little bit about yourself. So the first 3 to 5 times I did it, I was basically a verbal diarrhea, and I am like, pull it together. So kind of towards the end, I finally kind of a little bit honed, you know, what I was saying, and kind of starting to read off of people's body language and picking up on what people were receptive to. So this was a great way to, I thought, well, geez, I think I boxered Shannon, and I was like, this would be a great training. And then Shannon's like, it would. And then she's like, you should be a boxer, that's Nikki. And then Nikki's like, I think it would be too, you should do it. So be careful if you ever box or somebody, you're like, I think this would be a great idea, you'll find yourself up here. So really quickly, on the top of your page, on the first side, your 30-second Arbonne commercial was basically kind of what I eventually got to by the end of the speed networking. So I really talked about, I wanted to hit on what Arbonne was, quickly what it was, why it was different, and a little bit about the business itself. I'm a stay-at-home mom with 3 kids that I'm able to build my business and work my business around my family schedule. I think that spoke to a lot of people. So, and I've kind of gone over why you need a 30-second commercial already, really to avoid the rambling. I am probably going to do it while I'm standing up here right now. So doing a little bit of research and just from my own experience, kind of some components, keep it super, super simple. Keep it non-formal. You want it to sound like a conversation that you're having. I think people get turned off if it sounds super rehearsed or something that's really gimmicky. Don't use words that you wouldn't use in normal conversation. Make it approachable. Focus your idea. I thought this was really interesting. Focusing on a solution to problems. Don't say this is what I'm. Don't focusing on what you are, who you are. Focus on the problem you're trying to solve. So I think Arbonne is really presenting an alternative to products that we use every single day. And a lot of people are already looking for the products that we have. So we're presenting a solution. And be ready for follow-up questions. A lot of times in these really, really quick conversations I was having, I would always usually hit on some of the nutritional things. That was probably the biggest impact on my personal life and the life of my family. We are all using a number of Arbonne products, and it has changed. This is bordering on TMI, but basically, Shannon's gonna love this. Before I started my Arbonne business, I was about ready to rip out all our toilets and install power assist flush in my house. And really with a lot of the nutritional products, it's helped everyone, you know, and we all feel much better when our digestive system works well. So, and then this was happening right at the same time, I think a little bit before Memorial Day, and they posted Carrie Kane's recorded coaching call that she had done, I think, a number of years ago or a year ago. And it gave some great examples of verbiage, how to approach people. And so this kind of really, go listen to that call. You can still find the number. It was supposed to be, I apologize, on your sheet, but it didn't print. And I noticed that was a far right over. So, and And then I just want you to flip to the back, leading questions. So when you're having a conversation with somebody, maybe at a picnic, maybe that 30-second commercial leads to a follow-up conversation you have later. This is really, Carrie Kane's recorded call really touches on leading questions, though I don't know that she ever calls them leading questions in the coaching call. But there's kind of there's two ideas of having leading questions. You're kind of trying to move the conversation in a direction that will give you the opportunity to bring up Arbonne, and you're also trying to persuade somebody to kind of agree with you. Not necessarily super forcefully or manipulatively, but you want them to see your side, your point of view. So here is some really quick, oh, you must really love that. And Carrie Kane uses that a whole bunch in my coaching call, and I love it. So you ask somebody, so what do you do? And then, you know, they tell you, and you go, oh, you must really love that. And then oftentimes they don't really love it. And so you can kind of weigh into your Arbonne business and maybe how you got it started because you didn't love what you did or whatever the situation is. That sounds really interesting. Did you go to school for that? So I'll, quick side note, I was on a vacation alone with my husband for 4 days in San Francisco because we were coming back from it. I was like, we were on the train going from someplace to someplace. I was like, dude, I need to pick your brain, like, leading questions. What do you think, huh? And he was like, oh. So, and this is one that we kind of came up with because I thought it really hit home to me that if you're talking with somebody about what they do, I always think it's interesting what their background is, because oftentimes their background is completely unrelated to what they're doing. My background is architecture and urban planning. It is obviously completely unrelated to what I'm doing now. So that's something I'm very comfortable talking to somebody about. And it often gives me a way to bring up Arbonne because I'm doing something so differently than I normally do, or that I went to school for. And implication questions here at the end. I mean, I say that if you were to lose your main source of income, you might have heard this earlier tonight, how long would you survive on that current savings? I wouldn't necessarily lead with that question, obviously, but you know, if you're having a longer term conversation with somebody who maybe you've already brought up the business, this is one of those deeper questions. I know that this question, it wasn't so much of this question, but it was, where were you going to be in 5 years from now? That was like, that really made me reconsider this business. So it's not necessarily somebody's going to give you an answer to that question, but it might give them some meat to think about on their car ride home or for you to follow up with in a future conversation. So that's just a quick summary. There are some wonderful women in the room who have graciously volunteered to come up here and kind of give their 30-second commercial or how they approach somebody or talk to a potentially new client, how they would bring up Arbonne or what they usually first say about Arbonne. So Lisa, Tara, and Dina, who are actually all in a row right there. I don't think that was
What are the chances?
Yeah, so Lisa, you want to come up first?
Sure. All right. Okay, so this is going to sound weird because like somebody didn't just ask me a question like, what did you do? So I'm just going to like verbally spill it all on you. But I have a couple of different ones that I do that I kind of worked out mostly over the course of the last 3 days since Andrea asked me to do this. But just trying to piece together a few things that I typically tell people. So it kind of depends on the context. So I'm a big runner. I go to races. People tend to talk about nutrition, fitness there. And so one of the things that might come up or might be most pertinent to that situation is something like, oh, well, I actually run a business from my home with Arbonne. They are a health and wellness company, and we have some really great products, nutrition-based products. And my favorite part about it is we actually run a support group to help people learn how to use them. And so that's kind of just like one that would become specific for a particular context that I use. But if I were to do it in a more general sense, it would be more like, yeah, well, actually, I work from my home, usually during nap time, if that even exists, but mostly after bedtime with my girls when they're down. And it's for a little company called Arbonne Health and Wellness Products. We teach people how to make better choices with their personal care and nutrition. But my favorite part is that I also get to teach and train women on how to build their own strong economy by turning an expense into an income. So that's kind of like something I would say maybe is more business oriented or looking for something else. So you kind of like base it off. I think for me, I base a lot of what I do off what's been most impactful for me. Nutrition's obviously been my biggest impact, even though I love the skincare. And then obviously the other thing that's been the biggest impact for me has been the opportunity. There's a lot of things that we're able to do without having to worry about now. And so I just try to focus on those things when I'm talking to people. And hopefully when you have your 30-second commercial, it leads very naturally into somebody saying, oh, that sounds interesting, or oh, I've never heard of Arbonne. And then you get that chance to build on what you've said. So if you have kind of like maybe like a 3 like quick little points like health and wellness, nutrition, building a business, you can expand on each of those if people ask you about them as a follow-up. So yes,
Okay, so back in September, I think when Nicole asked me to host a spa, I was like the girl that was like, I'm never selling Arbonne because I have a plan, I have a job, and it's working for me, and I'm fine, and I don't need to do this. But yes, I'll host a spa for you because I love you, and then I use the products, and I absolutely fell in love with them. So if I could say anything, it would be like just falling in love with the products, because that is how I am standing here today, is because I started using the products and I absolutely fell in love with everything I used. And naturally, when you love something, people either talk about what they love or what they hate. And I guess just with doing the nutrition, I feel like I have become a completely different person. And I'm learning things that I eat actually really affect my attitude and negativity. And so I really became a completely different person in a lot of different ways. And you can ask JoLynn because she sees me on a regular basis. I would be really cranky and really crabby about my students and them not wanting to do anything. And I'm just a completely different person because of what I eat and because of what I'm putting in my body and what I'm putting on my body, obviously. And so I think for me, the biggest thing is just using the products and loving the products. And naturally, you're just sharing what you love. And people have noticed a huge difference in me. The people that see me and know me, and my biggest clientele is the people I work with. So that is huge. I work in a building with 100 people. So I know we were talking on the way here, like collectively our staff has lost 1,000 pounds this year.
Awesome.
Maybe not, but.
You could have a meeting with the administrator.
Health insurance company, maybe they'll cut you a check. Yeah. So I guess just for me, reiterating what Lisa said, just being honest and just very conversational about the products is what has worked for me, and just living, breathing Arbonne for me has kind of been what has happened, because I don't, like, even in meetings today, I have my fizz sticks, I have my nutrition bars, and it's something that comes up in conversation. What are you drinking? Like, things like that. And it's just something that is naturally talked about. It's not like, here's a fizz stick, you have to have this. It's never, like, for me, it's never forced, and it's never anything that's like, I need to tell you about this right now. It's usually someone asking me about it because I'm using it. Or like, obviously people who know me know I've lost over 40 pounds. So people are asking me, what are you doing? How are you doing it? And then they want to try it. So I think that's really pretty much my commercial. I don't have anything that's like very specific or commercialized, but it's just, and really knowing who you're talking to and what they like, because obviously some people are not interested in the nutrition at all. So then it's the makeup that they're interested in, and why are you using that specific makeup when you've used something else for so long, and what made you change. And I find as I use every single product in the book that it helps sell things, because people are going to ask you about every single product in your book party. So I have found that as I begin to use every single product, I can speak about every single product, and it's truth. It's not someone else's story. It's my story, and it's way more believable when it's your story. So, and it's a lot easier to tell.
Amen.
Okay, and my commercial is even a little bit different, because I used the products 9-10 years ago, and I didn't think you guys were weird. I just
Thanks for standing up.
Sure. But I have a salon, and when I named my salon, I wanted it to be beautiful and Italian, but I also wanted it to be the complete package, the 360 approach of beauty, health, and wellness. So I wanted to incorporate Arbonne with it, and I'm really big on natural products and sulfate-free and botanically based. And so my approach with my clients is I don't get to get out a lot, but when I am out, I'm finding that conversation and I'm listening. So my key point is I listen to what everyone is talking about or what they're asking me, or just, kind of keying in on just maybe one little word that they're saying. So if they're in my chair at the salon, they'll start talking, oh, my face is breaking out. So that will lead me into what are you using? And then, it might be talking about chemicals or, what has worked for me. Other people have asked about, their hair products. Well, if you're going to spend all this money to color your hair, you probably should invest a little bit in the products you're using to maintain that color. And so we can go down that path too with shampoos, conditioners, hair products. A lot of times they'll ask me, what do you want me to use, or what should I use? Which that whole conversation, we will bring them over to the retail area and then we'll start talking, and I'll give them a choice. I'll educate them on, this is Arbonne, this is a 35-year-old company, we are botanically based, we are gluten-free, we are vegan, and go through the whole thing, and then go through the other things, and then kind of naturally go back to here, because there are so many people that are gluten-free that want the vegan alternative, and I'm looking at it like it's right there in front of me, but it is.
I'm envisioning you right there, I can see it.
So and 9 times out of 10, I will get a preferred client out of them who I've had a conversation with. So whether it's just in my chair and it's talking about nutrition or hair products or skincare or whatever, it will either lead to a sale, a preferred client, sending home a basket for 3 days. One of my new consultants says, she's asked me, she goes, why have I not heard about this? Why have you not told me about this yet? And she's been in there time and time again, but I didn't listen to her before. I was focused on something else. So it's just my biggest thing is focusing on what they talk about. And it could be, like I said, skincare. It can be shampoo, conditioner, and hair products. And my favorite one, and this just happened this week, and a lot of times too, you can talk to them and they'll listen to you and they'll take your advice. However, they're not ready right now. So no is just right now, but it will come later. And so they're all coming back. Hey, do you remember a couple months ago when you talked about, Genius pads or shampoo or whatever? And they come back, and it's just been awesome. So my newest one is nutrition. And he has told me time and time again, every 3 weeks, how he needs to lose weight. His lifestyle is different. He's in a truck all the time. He needs to lose weight. So we keep talking about, and I always get the word wrong, thermal booster. Yeah. I'm thinking of something else. But anyway, so we talked about that. Well, anyway, he came back to me and said, okay, I'm ready. So we started him on protein, Fizz Sticks, thermal booster, and something else I don't remember. But anyway, he walked in the salon today and said, I have lost 11 pounds. And so he was like so excited. And by the way, how much of those Fizz Sticks since I need more? So anyway, that's my commercial. So I just listen.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Okay, I've been a beautician for 12 years, but my stylist, when I was telling her about it, she said, well, I would never recommend Arbonne hair care products because I don't trust anything but what we buy in the beauty supply. And I'm like, why? I said, they're so much safer. She's like, I don't know, I just can't bring myself to do it.
It's a mindset.
I think
It is definitely a mindset, because you can still go into that supply house and you are still going to look at brand A, B, and C, and you're going to find them somewhere else in a store that's not salon.
that's the thing that really
Right.
bugs me lately. Yeah.
Right, and I've always, that's just been my thing, is I only want to have salon products that you could only buy in a salon. You're not gonna find a CVS that was diverted, which means illegally distributed, and you don't know what's in there.
Right.
So, yeah, it's a mindset, and you just have to, you have to educate, and they just have to have a little bit more knowledge maybe. But it's how they were trained too.
Oh, I know, 'cause we were drilled. Don't buy anything else.
Yeah.
All right, okay, so I want to do a couple announcements, but I know that this is like a quick training, but I would encourage all of you, one thing that I even talked to Andrea about, are you coming back up or were you done?
I think you're gonna say what I forgot to say.
Okay, that if you want to work on this, because it is such an important part, I know that there's so many years where I didn't know what to say, so I said nothing. When somebody said, what do you do? I'm like, oh, I'm a stay-at-home mom. Like, because it's that fear between, I need to say it, but I have no idea what to say, so let's just avoid completely. And I think of how many people I missed. And so I encourage you to work on, my husband calls it the elevator speech. What could you say in the time from the first floor to the fifth that would get you a business card or that would engage in that conversation? And then on the flip side is, how can we as Arbonne girls never have somebody see us in Walmart and turn the other direction, right? So it's like, we need to be good at what we do. We need to be real. It needs to be professional. This is not, none of us are desperate. One person, like the hairstylist, that person does not make a difference, yes or no. If you're in this for the long haul, you're gonna talk to 10 and 2 might be yeses. But you have to be good at all 8 to get 2 that are yeses. And so simple things like when you're pushing your child on the swing at the park, do you know how to talk to the mom next to you? But most people are like at the park with their kids. You need to get so good at I never see Arbonne on people, but I'm so passionate about Arbonne that I want to be able to find out, does she stay at home? Does she want to stay at home? Does she love what she's doing? If she does, great. If not, she needs to know about Arbonne. And so what are those things that you can say when you're pushing on the swing to the mom next to you? And then when she asks you, what do? You need to be ready to answer her and have it be really good. And so if you want to work with people on this, this is something that's so important to our businesses that we can pair people up. If people want to Voxer with me, with Shannon, with your upline to get this, Voxer's a great way to do it. Before Voxer, I used to have people call into their own voicemail and do it because then you can call back and listen to it. But Voxer is that much easier because you hear what you're saying. And you hear where there's like, that was a little trembly or that didn't make any sense. And just to get it really good so that in 30 seconds, when somebody says to me at a party, at a grocery store line, at a swing, what do you do? It's right there, okay? So if you want to get matched up with somebody on that, we're happy to do that and then we'll work with you. Okay, so a couple announcements. We are so backwards here. A few key things I want to touch on. Green Bay Area Managers Retreat the end of August. If you are an area manager, by August you can go. I know that a lot of us have already registered. So that's just a 2-day thing up in Green Bay. A ton of people are coming from Ohio. It's going to be a great time. So make sure that that's on your calendar and get registered. Shannon and I both have rooms. Did you get rooms, Lisa?
I did.
Okay.
I got 1 room.
So we have rooms
Yes.
between us. So we planned on some of you not having
I think
rooms
I can only get 1. This lady was telling me like all kinds
because
of
we stole them all.
Yeah.
I've got 4. We're good. I'm like, you can only have 1, but Nikki took 4.
Well, only take 1.
Yeah. So we've got rooms if people are ready to go. The glamping thing we talked about, that's in July. We're going to be starting again in Danielle's nation. Well, it's not Danielle's nation, it's my nation now. So so we're still Danielle, myself, and Shannon.
We're not getting kicked out of our group, really, are we?
Oh,
That was a joke.
I know.
I know. I was like freaking out.
She needs us.
I love those Ohio girls. I think they should really love. So
Yeah.
secretly make sure I was hired.
I'm her sister. We'll never get kicked out. I'm older than her. And I know all her passwords. So Wednesday night, we're going to start doing opportunity calls again. We did this, we got away from it. But the biggest thing in our business is getting people in front of the opportunity, and people are busy and it's hard to get them to meetings. It's hard to get them to come to Rockford. And so the presentation that we did here tonight, we're going to be doing those every Wednesday. Is it every single Wednesday night on an opportunity call. We might occasionally make that a Zoom event. Some people like to be seen. Some people want to be completely incognito. So we're going to have different options, but that's something that you all week long can say, well, on Wednesday night at this time, you should jump on. So that every single week, everybody you talk to, you know that Danielle, Shannon, or myself on Wednesday night are going to be doing that opportunity call, and you can plug people into that. It's a great first step. So be watching the Facebook page. Danielle just put a flyer up today. So make sure that you see that. Impact, what this is for those of you, did any of you go to, a lot of you, who went to Impact last year? Yeah, a lot of you. So this year Impact, what Impact is we do our global convention every year in Vegas, and then Arbonne does these little mini half-year conventions around the country. I think there's 10 of them. One is in Chicago, and so home office comes to Chicago. They bring top field leaders. They do trainings. It's like a one-day power session that you just get tons of information. So that is going to be on Saturday, August 22nd. We are very fortunate to have Debbie Neal, who is, I think, 167 days to nation. But she's amazing to listen to. Also, Deanna Heron, who's a top 10 income earner, precious. And then a handful of others. And rumor has it I'm speaking. I have not gotten an official phone call yet, so Danielle's cute, but we'll let you know if it actually happens. Like that's like it's I don't know. It's like some it's like punk rock. Yeah, like drops mic. Like I don't know, how would you describe that? Like whenever.
Have you ever seen How We Build Parents?
It's probably, it's like dumb humor, and that was the best little emoji I could find, so like, that'll work. And then the last one is the Nation Celebration. I know a couple of us talked about it, but what's awesome is when you promote to Nation, corporate comes to you. So home office will come to us for a big celebration party. It is a very twofold event. It's very much to celebrate the nation's success. This is not a Nikki celebration. This is a Smith Nation. And you all better wear your shirts. So the Nation Celebration, so that's one thing, is it's definitely a celebration of what we've accomplished as a team, but equally as important is it's an opportunity to get people in front of the business. When you have somebody from home office, when you have, we honestly, with being as close as we are to Chicago to Madison, I'm anticipating we'll probably have 400 people because every NVP will get their groups coming. We'll probably have 50 alone from Ohio. So it'll be a super exciting time, but we're looking for that in the beginning to the middle of August. So August is going to be busy, but you guys will be the very first to know about it. And so once it comes out, just make it your personal commitment to not have any less than 5 visitors with you, because it's important for people to see the big picture. I think sometimes people think, oh, that's so cute, that little business they have. And when they can see big picture, I'm banking on either our CEO or our founder's son, our chief officer, to be who I pick from home office if it works with schedule. So they let us pick if it works with schedule. So it would just be an amazing opportunity. And then our team will get some really cool opportunities, you guys, to get some one-on-one time. I'm hoping to have a cocktail party at my house with home office that would be for just our nation. And so it's really important that you guys can be at that. So those are the announcements. So what do we have? We have our next meeting. When does that fall?
It's like the second, it's right away again.
Okay, so, but before 4th of July, so everybody's gotta be here. No, that's, yeah, because we're in June, right? Yeah. Woo.
After 6. Oh, never mind.
Okay, so right after, anyways, either right before or right after.
Monday.
Oh, good. So it's the first one. Yeah. Okay, so we need you here.
Meeting though.
We need you here even though it's a holiday weekend. So,
Okay, but we have more stuff, so.
what's that, glamping is July 10th
And 11th.
and 11th. Yeah, it's that same week as the meeting. So meeting's Monday, overnight is Friday.
I need you to sign out of your Facebook Messenger.
At a Facebook Messenger?
Yes.
Okay, so Danielle wants us to do a little celebrating, and she told me to tell you in lots of ways how it is absolutely crucifying her to not be here. Even this
it
morning,
should
she was
be.
still looking at flights, but her husband has been out of town and she could not make it work, and it is just killing her. So we have lots of things. We have a huge flowers from everybody, and we also have
Oh, shoot, is that punk rocker?
more stuff.
I don't know, we're somehow at Progressive. Hold the phone. Hold on, buying some insurance. There we go. Is that what you're looking for? Am I gonna be able to do it from here? Let's assume yes.
I'm connected to the internet.
Look, you've signed in as me before.
I told you I got everybody's passwords. When you become a nation, they send me everything. I got your dental record.
Credit cards.
Isn't it always scary when your screen becomes public and you're like, what's up there?
I got nothing. I got tons of people's weights for the detox is what I got today.
Yeah, just do. Again, that mama. I don't like it when secret things happen behind the scenes.
Okay. No, this is gonna be fantastic, Chris. You're gonna like it.
Should I turn off the lights?
Yes, that'll be good, sure. Hold on. Do you pop out? Can it get louder? No. Oh, yes, it can.
Oh, hey, National Vice President Nikki Smith. Sounds pretty awesome, doesn't it? We're so excited for you, Nikki. Me and my whole team just love last year and a half. You've really set the bar high and officially have one of the most epic Arbonne success stories ever. It goes down in the books, and I cannot wait for all of Arbonne to hear it, and for you to be on that stage sharing your heart with people, because you have a way of breathing life into every single person that you talk to. I am so grateful to have the relationship I do with you, and I'm so grateful for my team to have the chance to get to know you and hear your story and see the success that you've had. Now, this promotion, yes, of course, it's all yours, but it was for all of us, and I hope you realize that it was. Having you and Danielle and Carrie on our team just shows that this is possible. Through the setbacks and the failures, you got up, you tried again, you believed in yourself, and look at what you did. So this promotion was, again, for all of us, and again, another way you just breathed life into our belief and helped us to know that we can do this too. So thank you for that. Thank you for believing in yourself. Thank you for picking yourself back up, trying again, and creating quite the force to be reckoned with. So we're so proud of you. We're so excited, and we cannot wait to celebrate with you at your nation celebration. Congratulations.
Hello, Nikki and team. I just wanted to send some love and a huge congratulations on your promotion to Nation. I am just so excited for you, and I wish I could be there to hug all of you and congratulate you in person. But I just wanted to send a quick little shout out and say congratulations. You guys deserve it more than anybody I know. And Nikki, you are such a true inspiration. Every time I hear from you, every time I see you, I learn so much from you. I'm so inspired, and you deserve this so much. I am so proud of you guys. I cannot wait to follow in your footsteps all the way to Nation. You guys deserve this so much. Congratulations, and enjoy celebrating tonight. Love you.
I'm living in that 21st century. Doing something to it. Doing better than anybody you ever seen. There was cool from the hands. Got a nice ring to it. I guess it's superhero music.
That was cool. Anyways, I'm so crazy excited for you. I knew that going Nation was not even an option for you. I knew you would do this. Everybody knows you would do this. You've been the most inspirational person to me. I absolutely adore you. I love you. I am so blessed every single day that you were brought into my life. And I can't tell you, I don't know that I'd be a region without you. I don't think I would. And so now I'm just going to have to follow your footsteps, and I cannot wait for your party. And I'm going to dance all night. And I am so crazy, crazy, crazy happy for you. So next, I just wanted to say thank you for helping my mother. She couldn't do it without you, and congratulations. It's an awesome accomplishment. Good job.
Oh, geez.
You can edit this, right?
It's been a long day without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Hi, Nikki. Congratulations, Miss National
Vice President.
Yay, we're so happy for you. We're so proud of you and your team. We are working hard at getting your #1 vacation spot ready for the queen that you are. We are going to treat you, wait on you.
And we love you.
And we love you. Enjoy tonight, honey.
Hey, Nikki and Smith Nation.
Nation. I'm so proud of you guys. Nikki, I'm so happy for you, and I'm so incredibly proud of you. You did it. You totally did it. You did the bear crawl. Right on over, and you turned around and just slapped it, and I'm so proud of you. I'm happy for your entire team. I know that this is not something that you do on your own. So you guys, I'm so proud of you for just rallying and making this happen. And Nikki, I cannot wait to be with you in Maui. Love you, girl. Bye.
If you are now a national vice president, I can't even tell you how happy I am for you, how excited I am for you, how crazy proud I am of you. And you know what? I mean, the people that get the most respect in life, and I guess I can just speak for myself, but who get my respect are the ones that don't always have the easiest road to things, but the ones that overcome any inner stuff going on in themselves, grow to be an even more amazing person, and have a story to share with people. And I just want you to know that you have, because you fought for this promotion, and because you did what you did and accomplished what you accomplished, you are going to have such a huge impact on people. And that is what you were meant to do. That you were given this journey for a reason, and you are going to help so many people conquer whatever they set out to do. And so I'm so blessed with Arbonne because you are in my life, because I've learned so many great leadership qualities and personal qualities from you that I can never ever repay. And I can't wait to just put my arms around you and hug you, and I wish I was there to be a part of this joy that I can have in person with you. But I just want you to know, I've known from the very beginning you were a national vice president. Even though you just got the title, you always have been. You have so much strength, so much charisma, so much love, that I don't even know how it can get any better. So I just love you. I adore you. A national vice president, Nikki Smith. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Everybody, this is Shay Fast coming to you live from Maui. Just kidding, I'm coming to you from Montana. I want to say congratulations to the entire Smith Nation. Wow, you guys, you did it. And I am wanting to speak directly to Miss Nikki Smith. I have the pleasure of calling this girl my very, very dear friend, somebody that through this amazing business I was able to meet and have dear to my heart, who lives in Chicago and I live in Montana. And we talk all the time and we share tips and we share our life together and we share the love of Jesus together, and it has been the best blessing to me, and I just am so proud of you, Nikki, and you have always been an exceptional leader, and you have earned your title that you should have earned so long ago, but now you have it. And well, I should say that you earned it a long time ago, and now you have it. So Maui it is. Congratulations. And to everybody on her team, I want you to know that she has believed in you since day one. And now it is your time to shine. Now you get to turn around and take ownership of your business and lead others to greatness so that you can sit on the beach in Maui together with all the leaders and live this exceptional life that we get to offer others. So congratulations. I love you guys. Can't wait to see you in Maui. Aloha.
There is no such thing. There is no such thing. It's impossible. There is no such thing. There is no such thing. There is no such thing. It's impossible.
Hey, Nikki, I just wanted to say that I am so beyond proud of you, and congratulations on your super big promotion. I have known forever that you are truly a national vice president at heart, and it's so fun now that you actually have the title to match your awesomeness. And I just wanted to say thank you. You are a source of inspiration to me, and I just so enjoy being around you. You have a heart of gold and just such a sweet spirit that people are naturally drawn to. I am just so grateful to know you and consider you a friend and a sister and a snuggle buddy, and taking these moments, relish in the excitement, and know that you deserve this more than anybody. So super proud of you and following in your footsteps as soon as possible.
Good morning, Nikki Smith Nation. I just wanted to congratulate you and your amazing team. It is Sunday morning. I just read on Facebook. It's official. I'm sitting in my bed, no makeup on. The stuff is real. No shower yet, but I don't care because I am so excited for you. I could just burst. You have been such an inspiration to me. I just love you to pieces, Nikki. I love what you're all about. I love who you are. You're beautiful on the inside and the outside. You have shown that it is possible. You have made it so clear to so many people that going to the top is possible. And I just want to thank you for that. You've inspired me. You've inspired so many people around me. And I just appreciate you so much. You deserve this promotion like crazy. And I am just thrilled to pieces for you. So congratulations to you and your amazing team. I love you.
All of us who are here with you, we could not be more excited. We know that we are the ones who are truly blessed by getting to be with you and be part of your business every day. So we've always known that you're an MVP. I think I saw somebody tell you that this is one of those situations where the title is just finally catching up with what you've always been, and I think that could not be more true. And we know it because we get to spend time with you and do our business with you every day. You were born for this. I have no doubt in my mind the first thing you were born for is to be the wife and the mama that you are, but this is your second thing. And you've gotten to this point by helping all of us be successful, and so we just want to say thank you for all the time and the love and everything that you've put into us. I've seen enormous personal growth on people on my team and myself and all of us, and I know that's because you push us for excellence. So we could not be more proud of you. We just want to say congratulations. We love you, and we cannot wait to celebrate in person.
Nikki Nation, whoop whoop. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited for you guys. This is National Vice President Sarah Wilson, and I want to take just a quick second, pop in, give you all huge hugs, huge high fives. Nick, so proud of you. Just so beautiful to watch. Since you and I got to connect over the last 13, 14 months, just watch this beautiful journey for you and your team to watch the dawn that's come out of darkness. And today is a beautiful dawn for you guys. And I'm so excited for you and just this faithfulness that you had. You know, you guys, we say sometimes our fearless leader, but I want you to know your leader's not fearless. She was fearful, but she chose faith over fear anyway. And friend, that's why people want to follow you. And that's why you guys are where you are today, this beautiful Smith Nation of incredible leaders, amazing servant hearts. And so you guys today just celebrate the crossing of this finish line, but know that it is just the beginning. It is just the beginning of so many lives that are going to be reached, so many lives that are going to be changed by each of your obedience and your faithfulness to do the work with your hands and to pray for all of those parts that are so far out of our reach. And that's where we give God room to move, and boy did he in the Smith Nation. So you guys, love you so much. Celebrate big today.
Can you believe that you are a national vice president? I'm so excited for you. And I keep thinking I'm going to put this video off and I'm going to find the perfect words. But seriously, Nick, this is one of those situations and moments in life where I've just kind of come up speechless because it's something that we've both dreamed of for so long. And now that it's finally here, I don't know what to say other than I am so unbelievably proud of you. I'm so excited for you. I never doubted you for a second. I think everybody knows in our story that you're the one that introduced me to Arbonne. And It forever changed my life, and so I'm very, 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 very thankful to you for that. But one of the things that I'm most thankful for in our journey is that God never let us both be defeated at the same time. Because when I was miserable, you were there to pick me up. And when you were miserable, I was there to pick you up. And I think that because we had the other person supporting us and being that strength for us when we didn't see it for ourselves, we were able to get to this point where we can both be national vice presidents together. So you've just blown me away. You are such a phenomenal leader. You inspire people everywhere that you go. And I know that this is just the very, very beginning of your Arbonne journey. There are so many people out there whose lives you are going to touch and change in the process. And I just want to say to your team how excited I am for you guys and how proud I am of you guys, because this promotion cannot happen on your own. It takes an incredible team of people to rally up, to all work for their personal best and to accomplish their goals. And through the last several months, we have seen so many people promote, earn bonuses, have their best months ever. And it's because you guys were all rallying together for a common goal. And to you, Nikki, I just want to say, you know, one of our favorite books and the source of our inspiration, the Bible, it says, to whom much is given, much is required. And girl, you've got a big responsibility now because you've been given so much of this opportunity. And I'm so excited for you to turn around and help so many people on your team accomplish the same amount of success and help them reach their goals and their dreams and that destination to MVP. So love you so much. You're my best friend, partner in crime. And I'm just so proud of you. So have fun celebrating tonight, you guys. I wish I was there with you.
Hey, babe, I just wanted to say that I am so proud of you and your accomplishment of achieving national vice president. It's been a long road. It's been a bumpy road. There's been good times and there's been bad times. And what I'm most proud of is that through all of it, you continue to believe in yourself, in your team, and in Arbonne. And on your mirror in the bathroom is a note that says MVP by June 1st, 2015. And here we are. I'm so excited that you finally have achieved that milestone, and what an accomplishment it's been. So I just wanted to say that I love you, your family loves you, your team loves you, we're all very proud of you, and we're so excited to see what the next chapter in Arbonne holds. Love you, babe.
Holy crap balls! You are a national vice president.
That little part again. Wait. And here we are. I love you. Holds.
She loves these
Love you,
apps.
babe.
Holy crap balls! You are a national vice president.
Oh, let's give it Daisy a little humor at the end. Holy crap balls. So cute. Can I get stop? Okay. So we are gonna do more things. I know it's getting super late. We are gonna do champagne toast, and we are going to pray over Nikki because I know that was what you would like to do to start. So let's pray first and then do champagne next. You wanna go? You wanna do the missionary thing where you all put the hand on? This is about the team. Well, I will not just pray for you personally. Dear Lord, we want to thank and praise you for this woman right here, Nikki Smith. We want to ask you to give us the opportunity as a team to serve others and to bless other people as much as we have been blessed by her. We want to thank you for every time she was on her knees and picked herself up again in faithfulness to you and to this business. And we want to thank you for every time that she boxed for us and spent time on the phone with us, for every time she bit her tongue bloody because we were driving her crazy. We know that this is not built on 1 day or 2 days or on numbers. We know this is built
on everyday acts of faithfulness, and we want to ask you to lead us in the future to be able to serve and bless other people and to use this promotion and to use her nation as a way, as a platform to make a difference in the world, because we know that that is what you would have us do and that is why we're here. So we want to praise you for today and thank you for the life of Nikki, and lead us in obedience. Amen.
Yes. Okay, and so we got champagne too. Oops. Oh my goodness.
My manager's calling me for this.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so while she does that, I just want to say, you guys, real quickly, I know it's late and you guys have to go, but like seriously, if I can do this, anybody can do this. Oh, raffles, and they're like, don't forget to give us our stuff. People in the room next to us are like, what are you guys doing? Okay, so 30 women in there? What? Drinking champagne, crying. Okay, so let's see. First of all, let's see if I can make this raffle work. If any of this is going to make sense. The first one is. Oh, jeez. Yes, they're going to think it's take out the mic. The last number is 657. 657. 657. Tara, do all you guys have your tickets with you or not? No.
Grab mine.
That's me.
Okay, what about 722? Are you 722? Tara is? Oh, no. Okay, what was that, 722?
722.
Okay, what about 678? You, yay! That was a lucky strand.
How are we doing?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, did you get the peppermint cookie? Yes! She was talking about that on the way. Everyone's like, it's retired. Okay, and then the last one. Oh my gosh. No, it can't be so persistent very well. 675.
Oh.
675.
It's me.
Is it you?
I don't think I should go twice.
Wow, you're again. I think we'll give you a journal too.
Okay.
Hey, that's just like a lottery ticket. It's a sign. Okay, so did nobody claim?
It's her birthday too.
It's your birthday today? Happy birthday. Oh, it's never supposed to happen. That's not your birthday. Okay. And then Shannon is 657. Yay! All right, well, let's do a little. Oh, Shannon doesn't want her. Okay, so I gotta dig deeper. All right, dig deep.
Do you guys, everybody has one up here?
715. Oh, me! Oh, nice! All right, you get the shea butter hand lotion. Oh, yes, I love shea butter. Is it good? Everybody has it? Oh, look, there's corks everywhere. What are we paying you people for? Clean the room. Yeah. All right, so this is to the team. This is not about me. This is about a group with a common goal. And like Shay said, it's little tiny step after step after step to get to where you want to be. And this is so not the end of the story. That's what I love the best. That this is the first page of the next chapter. So cheers. Cheers. I love you. I love you. Cheers. Love you guys. Sorry for the late guys. That works. It's like when it's a party music. Straight down. Oh yeah, we have to get it. Yeah, we have to get it. Sure, yeah.
You said this right up here. We stand that corner. I think
and I got a picture from our Michigan team. They got the shirts too. A picture of them watching the meeting. Okay, so let's get a team picture real quick. If we all come up to this front corner. And I can move on. Close this. Yeah, I'll timer it. So let me see how tall we can go. Yeah. Yeah, water. Okay, smash in the corner. I might have to roll this back. Oh, well, if you're all shorter than Kelsey.
There, we go. That should be good. Well, I can tip it up. Here, I can tip it up.
Well,
I mean, because of the height. Okay, yes, just cram into that corner, will you guys?
we will jerry rig this until we get it. And then I need to not fall, so if we unplug